For most people, crypto isn't confusing because it's hard. It's confusing because it's taught wrong. Stop letting concepts like blockchain, tokens, and decentralization fly right over your head or the heads of your family and friends. This is the ultimate blueprint to explain the entire crypto revolution in a simple, battle-tested analogy and finally understand where all the value truly comes from. Because when you try to explain cryptocurrency, you have to start with what it eliminates first. Think about the traditional financial system. Every physical dollar is a promise, and a central bank is the ultimate record keeper, the one entity that controls the ledger. The ledger says $20 bills, ABC 123, belongs to account 456. Now, the fundamental problem, though, is that single point of control is also a single point of failure. Central banks can print more money, directly devaluing your savings and causing rampant inflation. Governments can instantly freeze your assets, block transactions, or seize funds. This is the heavily centralized system we've all operated under for decades. Hey, if we haven't met yet, I'm Nick Anderson, founder of BULLRUNNERS and Altcoin Pro. This is my AI video agent, but it's my real voice and my research behind every video that you watch. I use AI to make higher quality content so my team and I can focus on helping serious investors secure, grow, and scale their portfolios into stress-free passive income. If you want to talk with a live expert from my company at any point to grow your portfolio, then you can apply for a strategy call using the link in the description of this video. Let's run it. Cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin are digital assets that eliminate the central bank. The money is just an entry on a shared public ledger that no single entity controls. This is the essence of decentralization. This means your crypto wallet address is like a bank account number, but there's no personal ID attached to it. You own the funds directly. They cannot shut down your wallet or block your transactions. But this total control comes with a terrifying trade-off, because if you lose your recovery phrase, your crypto is gone forever, and total control equals total responsibility. But first, let's address the fundamental confusion. What is the difference between a coin and a token? This is where the explain it like I'm 5 years old rule is essential. Imagine the cryptocurrency space as a massive computer. Coins are the operating system, the foundational hardware and software, and tokens are the millions of apps that run on top of the operating system. Coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum are the base layer. They require billions of dollars and years of effort to build a safe, reliable, and entirely new network from scratch. The coin itself is used to pay the network fees, which is the gas that powers the system. And tokens are easy to create. You can launch one in minutes using a coin's existing network like Ethereum. They're not currencies, they're digital assets used for specific utility. So an example utility would be the NFTs that you heard about in 2021. They're simply tokens that act as a digital certificate of ownership for a physical or digital item. And a necessary warning that you need to know, because tokens are so easy to deploy, a massive number of them are nothing more than scams. And over the past few years, we've seen millions of cryptocurrency tokens launch on different layer one blockchains. And these are often rug pulls where a scammer launches a token, drums up hype, and then sells off all of their holdings overnight, taking every investor's capital. So if the space is full of scams, is it even safe? Well, great question. The answer depends entirely on where you are storing your assets, and the truth about the criminals using crypto might shock you. So the question, are cryptocurrencies safe, is a crucial one, and the simple answer is this. It depends on the context. Hackers are constantly trying to crack these networks, but this fear is a good thing because it makes the entire system battle tested. To corrupt a highly decentralized network like Bitcoin, you would need to hack over 51% of the millions of computers running the network at the exact same time. That is a near impossible task. The more decentralized the network is, the more secure it is against external attacks. So where do most hacks actually occur? Well, they happen on centralized cryptocurrency services like exchanges. And these platforms are an easy, high-value target because they custody everyone's assets in one place. And we saw a major example of this when Poly Network was exploited back in August of 2021, or FTX collapsed and took everyone's money, where the flaw was not in the core blockchain, but in the smart contracts connecting different chains. The single massive event forced an industry-wide security upgrade and also caused a lot of distrust in centralized exchanges, with Sam Bankman-Fried, running away with everyone's money. And the reality is that centralized exchanges are much easier to crack than your personal self-custody wallet. And here's the mind-blowing part. The vast majority of transactions on Bitcoin and Ethereum are publicly viewable. Every transfer can be tracked. And the truth is, it makes no sense for criminals to actively hold it because cash is actually much more private and difficult to trace. So the real risk is not crime, it's in volatility. Because if prices can fall 50% in a single day, why does any of this have any value? Well, next, we need to expose the real force that underpins crypto's incredible long-term worth. Because to understand crypto's value, you first need to acknowledge the flaw of fiat, traditional state-issued money. Fiat's value is ultimately based on trust. That trust is eroding as governments constantly print money, leading to record levels of inflation. And cryptocurrencies are valuable because of what they do and how they are structured. Now, the value driver number one is in scarcity. Because Bitcoin is like digital gold and has a maximum supply of 21 million coins, its creation rate is cut in half every 4 years through an event called the halving. And basic economics dictates that when supply is limited and demand increases, the price must rise as well. Value number two is utility. The true value, for example, of Ethereum comes from its platform. You can build other tokens, decentralized applications, and uncensorable websites on the network. Every transaction on the network requires its coin, Ethereum, to pay for gas fees, and demand for the coin rises with network adoption. And the revolutionary potential here is insane. The reason prices fluctuate wildly is because the market is pricing in the potential of these technologies. So imagine a future where you can borrow, save, and lend money without a bank or a credit score. You can conduct business directly with anyone, anywhere in the world, cutting out expensive middlemen and international fees. Communities can pool funds and vote on spending, eventually cutting out the need for corrupt political processes. And this potential is powerful, but now you need the non-negotiable rule of how to invest safely. If you get this one metric wrong, you could lose everything. So the final question is, how do you invest safely in cryptocurrencies? You're not getting any financial advice here. Your investment decisions obviously come down to your personal timeline and your risk tolerance, but the price of a coin, when people see it going up or down, it's misleading. You must look at market cap. So the formula to identify market cap is the current price multiplied by the circulating supply. And why is this key? Well, if a coin is priced at, let's say, a penny, but has a circulating supply of 100 billion, it takes tens of billions of dollars to move the price significantly. The market cap is the best gauge of potential risk and reward. So if you're looking at the risk to reward spectrum, well, low risk would be the top 10 cryptos by market cap, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP. They are proven assets and are likely to be around for years. Medium to high risk would be moving into the top 100. These could see significant gains, but the risk of failure is higher than the cryptocurrencies that have been around for multiple market cycles. Then if we get into the gambling category, anything outside of the top 100 by market cap, this is a game of chance if you don't know exactly what to look for. And this is why a lot of retail investors lose money in crypto, because they do not understand how to vet teams, tokenomics, read white papers, you name it. So if you want the full defense system, the ironclad portfolio protocol, you need to take the next step. You've learned the blueprint. Now you need the plan. Watch the free training, which is linked in the description below this video, and book a strategy call with our research team. We'll help you implement this risk-free framework to know how to identify winners from losers and finally stop gambling your hard-earned capital. Because if you want to learn how the top 1% of investors secure, grow, and scale their portfolios without losing sleep over scams, hacks, and volatility, the free training in the description below will show you how to set it up once and let it compound forever. And as always, these videos are purely for educational and entertainment purposes only, not financial advice. So make sure to do your own research. And as always, you know what to do. Stay bullish.